Hey guys, Jamiy here today on Roblox. We're playing some more Pokemon Brick Bronze. As you can see on screen right now, today I'm on my alt account on the Randomizer, because obviously my main account I'm using for a series and my Nuzlocke accounts I'm using for another series, which will start tomorrow. If you're excited for that, then make sure to let me know. But today I'm going to be teaching people how to get shinies, legendaries a lot easier, because I've been seeing a lot of people think that it's smart to like copy Russo and Foe. I'm not really actually sure if Russo is trying to shiny hunt the exact same way, but I know that he's buying a ton of legendaries, and people think that that's the best way because of what they're doing, and so they're copying them. Which, I mean, by fair, I mean, everyone has their own ways of playing the game. Also, I'm pretty sure Foe and Russo wanted to get the legendaries as quickly as possible, whereas for me, that's a little bit boring just to like buy my way to them. I'd rather catch them in the wilds, and that's my way of playing the game. So also they have their different ways, but for Foe, he's unlocked the raw powers options, and he's shiny hunting but buying the legendaries from the starter place, which also costs 25 Robux each, and I'm pretty sure he spent at least 5,000 Robux so far. Maybe less, maybe more. No idea on how much he's actually spent. Hopefully not too much, but he's spending a lot of money just shiny hunting while buying the starters, which honestly, I mean, if you don't know the odds for shinies, they're the exact same. I'm pretty sure they're like, I think 1 in 126 or 1 in 128 with the Game Pass and the raw powers activated. Also, if you're using the same account and they both have the Game Pass unlocked on them for like the shiny pass, then also it'll apply to your second file for the randomizer game modes. You'll also have the Game Pass to take effect for that, so obviously that's where it becomes in handy. But one thing though that I've seen, that you can still chain fish in the randomizer mode, which by far is the easiest way to get shiny legendaries, because if you don't know, every single Pokemon in this game mode has the exact same encounter rate. They all have, well, I'm pretty sure it's like just around 800. I don't know 100% on how many Pokemon actually right now are in Pokemon Brick Bronze, but let's just say there are hundreds. I mean 800s. So every single Pokemon has the exact same chance of 1 in an 800 chance to be able to find. So also shiny hunting, in my opinion, with those odds, because also they're a little bit better. Well, they're a lot better. I guess they're actually about the same, I guess, as the normal game, but also you can find any single Pokemon plus Ultra Beasts, which no Pokemon in this game mode is shiny locked. Every single Pokemon has a shiny form. Ho-Oh, the Ultra Beasts, Cosmog's evolution line, we will be able to find them. And I think even Foe's got a shiny Deoxys, which you found on stream by his method, but again, that's very expensive. If you want the easiest way and the cheapest method, chain fishing is the way to go. So also I've already done a video explaining on how chain fishing works, but also in this video I'll go over it again. Plus, I think I have 200 Robux on this account. Yeah, I've got 200 Robux. I'll do 2 hours of shiny raw powers, and I'll show you the shinies I get. Also, it's not guaranteed you will get a shiny legendary, but this is by far the easiest method and the cheapest method, because also if you're buying the starters like also Russo and Foe is, I think they were just mainly using it though to get the legendaries as quickly as possible, which, I mean, again, sure if they want to, but it just kind of cancels out, just takes away the fun of it for me, so that's why I'm not doing that. I want to find them in the wilds. But also it'll cost you 100 Robux for the shiny raw power for an hour, and then also sometimes you might have to, it might take you like a couple of minutes, because if the starters that you've going to the NPC to pick your starter, there's none that you want, so you have to cancel, which the cancel takes a while to do because there's no option. You have to go through all the options and then press cancel on the purchase little pop-up, which takes like a couple of minutes to actually take that off your screen, and then you can redo it again. So it's kind of wasting time as well, but also you're paying additional Robux on top of the shiny raw power, which is a lot of Robux. So also, I wouldn't really suggest doing it that way. I'd suggest chain fishing. Also, if you don't know what the chain fishing method is, all that you need is a Pokemon with suction cups or sticky hold. I think my first chain fishing guides video, I forgot about sticky hold. Completely forgot that I did the exact same thing, but these are the Pokemon that you need to have, which Also, you need to have an old rod, so you need to come to Laguna Lake, where I am right now. As you can see, I just managed to get my old rod just now before doing this. And I have the Shiny Charm, so I'm going to get the max odds right now, because at the road pause, and I'll activate the... I'm going to activate the road pause, and I have the Game Pass. So then, what I would suggest doing is having a Suction Cup Pokemon. Mine that I have is my Lileep with Suction Cups. So that means every time that I fish, I will be guaranteed to always pull something up. But also, I still have to click to encounter the Pokemon, for example. Every time I do this, it will always give me the exclamation mark. So all I have to do is just click it every single time, and it will always give me a catch. Whereas if you don't have Suction Cups or Sticky Holds, it's not guaranteed that you'll always find a Pokemon. If you don't find a Pokemon, your chain will break and it will reset back to 1, which obviously is bad. But these are the Suction Cup Pokemon that you need to have. For me personally, my starter was actually this Lileep. I soft resetted my starter to get a Suction Cups or a Sticky Hold Pokemon, and Lileep was it. And then I just bought myself a Tapu Lele just to be able to get to this point a lot quicker than it would have with just a Lileep. So these are the Pokemon that you need to have. Octillery, Lileep, Cradilla, Inkay, and Malamar. These 5 Pokemon all have Suction Cups, and then all of the Pokemon that have Sticky Hold includes Grimer, Murk, Gulpin, Swalot, Shellos, Gastrodon, Trubbish, and Excelgor. So you need just one of these Pokemon, and once you have one, make sure it's in your first slot. It doesn't matter if it's fainted or not. If it's fainted, that's even better, because what I was planning to do was just have my Lileep fainted and have Marowak actually as the Pokemon that's sent out, because it has false swipes, just to make the also catching lunges a little bit easier, since right now I only have Great Balls, which I can buy. If I quickly go to Pokeballs, I only have Great Balls because I don't have the accessibility to Master Balls, which apparently Master Balls, if they aren't already 10 Robux, soon they will be 10 Robux from the original 50. So it's actually a lot better now to legendary hunt in the wild rather than paying 25 Robux at the starting points or as you start a Pokemon. That's I would suggest it anyway. But anyway, that's like pretty much all you need. You just need Sticky Hold or a Suction Cup Pokemon in your first slot of the party, and once you've done that, you can chain fish. So these are the odds I'm going to put up on screen right now. So these are the odds. So also, you have Chain, Normal, with Game Pass, and with Game Pass plus Row Powers. So then for the Chain, the max chain that you can get is a 100. So obviously, I'll go through it. So if you have a chain of 1, so that means, okay, so I'll also, if I do this, just do that. And then boom. Okay, so I've got my encounter. This is a chain of 1. Hey, it's handicap. That's pretty cool. But now it's a chain of 1. So there's that. So that means with no boost, no Game Pass, and no Row Powers activated, that means I will have a 1 in 4,096 chance. With Game Pass, 2,048. And if I have Game Pass and Row Power, it's 1 in 128. Now, if I do this 25 times in a row, you can start to see where it starts increasing a pretty good amount. Also for the shiny Game Pass and Row Power one, not increasing just yet, but also 25 chance that you've still got like a 1 in 5 chance to actually still have one at that rate to be able to get to a chain of 25. But what this means is also a chain of 25, your normal with no boost at all will be taken down to 3700. With Game Pass is 1800, and then with Game Pass and the Row Power activated, you'll have a 1 in 118. A chain of 50, which also you're just doing this 50 times in a row with succession without it failing. Your no boost will go to a 2800 chance. With Game Pass is 1400, and then with the Game Pass and Row Powers activated, it is 90. A chain of 75 without fail is 1500. With Game Pass is 700, and then with the Game Pass and Row Powers activated, it is 49. And then to the highest chain that you can possibly get, once you go above 100, it will always be 100, and the odds don't get any better than this. But a chain of 100, normal Pokemon or without any boost at all, you'll have a 102 chance. So once you get to a chain of 100, you will most likely, you might have already got a shiny, but also if you do get a shiny, it will reset back to the chain of 0, and you have to restart every time that you find a shiny. If you catch it, run away, whatever, as soon as you encounter a shiny while chain fishing, it resets your chain. So be careful of that, obviously. So if you don't catch it, if you don't catch that shiny, you have to restart all again. Which it doesn't really take that long. This is still the quickest method to shiny hunts, and especially for the Legendaries, since they're now fairly common to still get. But Obviously with this we have a chain of 100, then all we have to do is we do another 102, and we're pretty much guaranteed a shiny with no boost at all. Not guaranteed, but we have a very, very good chance of getting one. A chain of 100 with game passes is 51, so also if we get to like 151 nut chain, we most likely should get ourselves a shiny. And then also with a chain of 100 with game passes and raw powers activated, we've got a 1 in 3 chance to get a shiny, which you most likely with the game passes and raw powers activated will already would have caught a shiny or encountered a shiny way before chain 100. It's very rare that you'll get to chain 100 with the game passes and the raw powers activated and not get a shiny. The only reason that you'll get to a chain of 100 is if you broke your chain and you haven't realized it. So these are what can break your chain. Also, if all your Pokemon are fainted and you get teleported back to the PC or Pokemon Center, it doesn't count. If you don't have if you do this, Old Rod and the exclamation mark comes up, as soon as it comes up like that, but if it says oops, reeled in too late, or you reeled it in too early, your chain is broken, it'll be reset back to 0. If you move, your chain is reset back to 0. So that's pretty much it. So be careful of that. Also, I'd be sure to like carry a Pokemon with false swipes, and potentially sleep powder, any type of status move, I guess, just not burn or poison. I suggest sleep or paralyze, to be honest. Sleep is the best one by far, but also to try and get a Pokemon with Spore is pretty insane, plus all the Pokemon that do have Spore have to be leveled at like fairly high levels, so I suggest trying to get sleep powder or anything that can put them to sleep, I guess like hypnosis, but I haven't found any Pokemon that can learn any of those, so I'm going to try this with just false swipes and hope for the best. I mean, I have 37 great balls, hopefully it goes well, but that is pretty much all that you need to know about chain fishing. Now I'm going to go for 2 hours, I'm going to speed up all this process until I find the shinies and I'll cut it. If I find shinies that aren't legendaries, I think I'm just going to run away because also I don't really need them in the randomizer modes. But if I find a shiny legendary, I'll try and catch it so I can show it off a little bit for you guys. But that's pretty much it. This is the best method on how to get shiny legendaries in the randomizer. But you also need to know, just because you get the shiny legendary in this game, it doesn't really mean anything. The reason why I say that, you can go to the Battle Coliseum in the randomizer mode, and you can go to the trade resort. Now here's the reason why, because people are confused. The reason why the developers don't want you to go to the trade resort in this mode is because, well, you can find everything in the wild. There's no real point in trading for stuff when you can find literally everything in the wild but yourself. So I didn't want to take away from that experience. And then for the Battle Coliseum, if they add in the Battle Coliseum for this mode, then there's no point in playing the normal mode, the normal adventure mode, because why are you going to waste your time waiting for legendaries to come out so you can catch them, soft reset them for like good natures, good IVs for a hidden ability one, when you can just come into this mode, get any single Pokemon you want in like very, very quickly, and then you're a Battle Coliseum. It's just going to destroy the normal adventure mode, and they don't want to do that. So that's the reason why that you can't use the RTD in the randomized mode. If you go to any of these, it'll also be your main adventure modes, not your randomizer adventure modes, so be wary of that obviously. So that's the reason why there won't be added into the game. Very, very unlikely. Trade resort might come out in the future, but like I said, it is still very, very unlikely that they will. That's pretty much it about the chain fishing. Like I said, I'll show you now the shinies that I actually do get in this video, so I'll be back when we find some shinies. And there we go, got us a shiny Virizion. Was not expecting this to be always a grass type. Okay, I just don't have any grass moves. That would be really nice, but also we are level 10 because we're using the Odd Rod plus a pretty low area since we are still like, just past like the second gym. Anyway, we get to false swipe this thing down to 1 health, and then we can throw Great Balls at it and see if we can catch it. I mean, shiny Virizion, I mean, still a pretty rare Pokemon to find. I mean, it is a roamer in the Pokemon Brick Bronze normal version, so hey, there we go. So first shiny legendary. I still have like an hour left on this row, well 15 minutes left on this row power. I think it's my third one now, so I use more than 2, but still. Oh no, it just killed itself. It had takedown. Oh, well, great, perfect. I did want to actually try and catch it because that would be perfect, but there is one thing that I actually don't know about this game mode yet. Now, also I got 50 minutes left, but if I catch a legendary in the wild, does that come to this box? And if that's so, I guess it would be good for you to catch all the legendaries and then shiny hunt them, because then if you do want to use this raw power, you can increase them. But there's that. But I think I'm going to keep using this raw power and see if I can get any more shinies, but I'll see what we can get. So there we go. But like I said, that's pretty much the easiest way to get shiny legendaries. Also, I got one. Actually, how many did it take me to do? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was my 7th shiny, and that was a legendary. So I mean, still pretty good. I mean, 3 raw powers, which is 300 Robux, compared to using a raw power plus having to buy 128 starters, which equates to times 25, 3,200 Robux. I'm just gonna shiny hunt in the wild and chain fish because it's a lot easier, but there's that. But actually there is one thing that I want to check out, and that is how many legendaries and how many stuff there's, because I don't think Ultra Beast will count towards the legendaries, unfortunately, or the legendaries are mythical game, real power, that kind of sucks, but well, how many legendaries and mythicals are there in Pokemon? I need like a list because I actually want to know. Mythical Pokemon, let's have a look. Okay, mythical Pokemon and legendary Pokemon. This should be okay. Okay, let's have a look. Mythical Pokemon is Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Deoxys, Manaphy, Darkrai, Shaman, and Arceus. Wait, I've already lost counts. Wait, so Mew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if Meloetta is in the game or not. 11, Genesect 12, Diancie 13, Hooper 14, Volcanion 15, Magearina 16. I don't think Marshallow's in this version. So 16 mythicals. What the legendaries. So 16. 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. 39. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 62 apparently, or 63, 61, 61 between 61 and 63. But apparently on this site as well, they list Ultra Beasts as legendaries, which I'm pretty sure they aren't. So there's like 60, let's just say 61. So that means you have a 61 out of, let's just say 800s chance, which is, okay, so 800 divided by 61 is, you have a 1 in 13 chance for it to be, for the shiny that you find to be a shiny legendary, which is pretty good odds, to be honest. That means, I mean, I got what? How many shinies did I say I got again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was my 7th one. So, and I've only just started my 3rd row power. So what? maybe 5 row powers, 6 row powers, you have really good odds of getting a shiny legendary, and other shinies as well on top of that, which in my opinion is really good. But that is that. Feels like the guide, so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.